regarding
now
an objection
Ms.
that the
Love is
state
going
has
to whine.
regarding the last line of questioning by Mr. Shart, when the state objected based on the beginning of his question, and Mr. Shart asked the question that he did, are you aware that the district attorney told your attorney that you face 20 years of probation? This is not the first such kind of question regarding something that is improper that has come up. And I would ask court to remind
you stupid woman,
counsel, that those types of, that's not an appropriate line of questioning. It's not a relevant line of questioning. And it's just an attempt to essentially cast aspersions on opposing counsel. And I don't think that that is proper, at least not the question that he asked.
Your Honor, I wasn't casting aspersions on opposing counsel. I was casting aspersions of what opposing counsel did. I couldn't
Same
believe
thing, Your Honor.
Can I finish? I couldn't believe
Okay.
it when I was in court the other day and a DA is sitting there talking to.
Now, Mr. Short knows that it was improper, but they are not only trying this in that court. They are trying this case in the court of public opinion, and not many people heard that at the time. So this might be just getting it out to the public. The way Ms. Love conducts herself, threatening witnesses with, you still have time on probation, which more or less says, answer the way I want to, or I will or you will be back in prison.
In open court to the attorney of a witness and is openly saying, I just want to remind him he's on probation for 20 years. I mean it. And my thing is, she knows why she said it.
Your Honor,
That message was to be relayed to Demikian to Quindarius Zachary. That's the only reason it would be said in open court. And I assume that Mr. Scheib, in his short tenure as attorney for Mr. Zachary, conveyed that message because that message was made loud and clear in open court. And Mr. Scheib was not the one that needs to testify, according to the state. Mr. Scheib's not the one on probation. Mr. Zachary is. So yes, when the state says about a state's witness to their attorney in open court, I just want to remind him he's on probation for 20 years and I'll charge him with perjury and we'll revoke his probation, whatever was said, I would rely on the transcript. Yeah, I assume that message has been relayed to the witness. And I do believe it was intimidation. I'm not going to sit here and say it's witness intimidation and all that. I'm not saying that, Judge. What I'm saying is intimidation in the colloquial layman's term sense. It was a message that was sent, and I wanted to see if he received the message because that is relevant to his bias and motive in testifying.
Your Honor, Mr. Shart knows that, number one, all of the things that he's representing is being said weren't said, and he still knows that that was an improper question to place before this witness. And to the extent that any attorney is asked something outside the presence of the witness, to ask the witness, was he aware of something that was said outside of his presence? Mr. Shart has no good faith basis for asking the witness a question. It is not relevant whether or not the witness's attorney, some other person, was told that his client should not commit perjury. And I don't think all of what Mr. Shart said was even what was actually said. But the question that he asked the witness was not a proper question. It was just an attempt to paint a lie to the jury that someone is trying to intimidate this witness, when frankly, the only person that the witness has been friendly to is all of his friends Shannon's lawyers. And Mr. Scheib is talking to Mr. Stillwell.
And here she goes again. Oh, they are friends. Judge. You whining piece of human garbage. Why don't you just go home, sacrifice another lamb to Satan, as you do, allegedly, in my opinion? You don't have a soul, Miss Love.
Lawyer, and Mr. Scheib is representing Mr. Zachary. So the idea that somehow the state is trying to intimidate a witness is
You're trying to
ludicrous
intimidate
when
every witness
and
by
the lie that he's
yelling
putting
and
before the jury
whining
that
and
is what is
bitching.
happening is improper, and he knows it's improper. And I would ask that the court keep him from making those types of false assertions, false representations, misleading representations before the jury under 403.
Note, Your Honor, that not one time when Mr. Zachary was on the stand did I claim that Miss Love intimidated him. I never used the word intimidate in front of the jury. I'm talking about. What I said was, are you aware that Miss Love talked about your, I can't quote directly, but talked about you're still on 20 years probation, which was said. I don't even independently know how many years probation is. The only reason I know is because Miss Love said it in open court. So everything was factual. And, I think it's relevant when a DA is saying, and I'm not trying to pick a fight with Miss Love. If people are difficult witnesses, we all deal with difficult witnesses in different ways. So I'm not even trying to judge what she said or how she said it. All I'm saying is it was said. And I wanted to know if he got that message, because that message was clearly intended for him. It wasn't intended for Dennis Shive.
Well, I'm not sure that's true because at the time, I don't think they had yet negotiated the terms of the immunity deal. But Ms. Love, your objection was sustained. So it's really all there.
Yeah. Her objection was sustained, and that's all the judge is having of it.
is to it.
Your Honor, I think the main thing to it is that Mr. Sharp he talked.
Ms. Love, I'm going to take a bathroom break, okay? I haven't had one for the last couple of times that everybody else has.
And she just walks out. She just walks out. Miss Love, sit down, shut up. I'm going to the bathroom.
Female prosecutor, hers voice so whiny, Judge Page can't take it, not all shiny, running to the bathroom, desperate dash. Number one, number two, oh what a clash. Bathroom break, blues got the courtroom reeling, all the wine and love got that judge in blue. Sweat rolling down, making her shake, can't take that voice for